But for some people, that's not even an option. Meet little Billy. Billy wasn't always like this. He used to be sharp, witty, like you and me. But then something happened. Billy joined the workforce. And he's not alone. As we speak, business people everywhere are battling a mysterious psychoneurological condition, one that can only be described as disturbing. Donna was Employee of the Month just last month. It now seems so long ago. 6 months after Sarah got her job, she started taking her smartphone into the bathroom with her. 6 months after that, she forgot where the bathroom was. They all suffer from IOS, Information Overload Syndrome. IOS affects millions of people across the country. A normal human brain can retain enormous amounts of information. But a business person's brain is attacked by 281 exabytes of quote-unquote pertinent information every year.
Exabytes?
That's 18 zeros worth of emails, attachments, presentations, voicemails, thought starters, FYIs, and caveats. And it's growing, 30% a year. To make room for this new information, the brain is forced to delete all the old data it spent a lifetime compiling. So the very information meant to inform us is actually making us stupid. First, everyday sights and sounds begin to feel unfamiliar. Then muscle memory is affected.
Hey, Ed, how are you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Finally, survival skills disappear. iOS is highly contagious. In a matter of days, entire companies can fall victim. Be forewarned, the following image may be unsettling.
Hey, Tom, come here.
You may be asking yourself, what can I do to help little Billy live a happier, more mentally balanced life? The answer is nothing. Billy is 5 years away from being vested in his retirement plan. He's not going anywhere. He'll be dumb as a box of rocks before you know it. But you can save yourself. Won't you please help yourself? Go to helpios.com and make this a better world for yourself. Billy would want it that way. We think.
This has been a public service announcement from Xerox. Xerox, bearing no legal responsibility for information overload syndrome. None.
So it was a short beginning. I wanted to show this at the end, but it seems that it's working because information overload is pushing us every time, and that's why maybe we don't want these presentations anymore. So I will make it a little bit informal. So hello, my name is Vykintas. I am from Lithuania, from the company BMK. We are part of Atea group since last year. Already 1 year and a half. We are part of Atea group, and we are specializing in several business areas. One of the business areas where we are specializing is managed print services. It's printing. And today I wanted to show you a presentation about the challenges and possibilities, what we have new in printing environment, in managing our printing fleet and all environment. So we called this presentation Overcome the Challenges in Managed Print Services, but last 2 days ago, we had the same conference in Lithuania, in Vilnius, and Simonas was making a customer survey of IT companies. We found that we need to change a little bit our presentation, what we were presenting last year. I don't know if you were here last year when I was making a presentation about the managed print services. So our main topic was that companies need to implement managed print services as a first start to saving costs, to manage the fleet and to reduce costs. Today we wanted to make one step further and to talk more about the technological progress, what can companies achieve in implementing managed print services, and what new technologies and new trends are coming to this environment. So, content about the agenda, what we'll talk today. So first of all, a bit of history snapshot, then challenges, which challenges we have in printing environment, then managed print services development. Managed print services already, I think, like 5 or 7 years old in our environment, and it has also some history and development trends. A new platform for Xerox devices, Connect Key. So I will spend a bit more time about showing new possibilities, what is coming to the printers, about the smart environment, and some current solutions which we can implement in our printing environment.
Ever since people started recording information, there's been a need to duplicate it.
Very nice work, Brother Dominic. Thank you. Very nice. Now, I would like 500 more sets.
Brother Dominic, how are you?
Could you do a big job for me?
The Xerox 9200 duplicating system, unlike anything we've ever made, feeds and cycles originals, has a computerized programmer that controls the entire system, can duplicate, reduce, and assemble a virtually limitless number of complete sets, and does it all at an incredible 2 pages per second.
Here are your sets, Father. The 500 sets you asked for.
It's a miracle.
So I like old commercials, and this is old one, but for us it seems like really a big change what happened during past years. And if we see the evolution, printing evolution, what was happening. So actually technology innovations finished around 2000 when the liquid ink technology was introduced, last one, before we have some ink printing, laser printing, and so on. And afterwards we had functional innovation. We had certain years where we got digital systems. All the equipment was digital. It came to network, it started printing. Color was introduced in full range and all functions and speed, but no real evolution. And now what we also have a shift, and it's moving to the processes related with printing, but not only printing, with managing devices, with scanning, with workflows, and so on. And we have several trends related with processes where the all new technologies come. So managed print services also started from standardized support when one service provider took a fleet of customer and he provided to centralize and to service the equipment, introduce the cost control, how to reduce access equipment, how to reduce printing pages, and offer central support. Next stage, it is which we are heading now, because with stage we have in Baltics for around 5 years. And what companies are doing? Companies are now introducing or already evaluating the results of what we managed to achieve and implementing managed print services for cost saving. How to reduce the costs on printing environment and how to reduce print quantity. Next step where it is going, it's going to the business process optimization, and it's mainly related, of course, processes with print environment. So here we have new printing policies, and new printing policies are very common and very related now with reduce environment protection. I mean that a lot of companies now are talking that we want to reduce print volume. How to avoid printing, because normal document lasts like 5 minutes and it is thrown away. Document management, it means scanning. A lot of scanning opportunities are coming to our environment, and also, as I talked already, print reduction. And the next level, which we will have in the future, it's integration with IT services. Like our printing devices will be handled the same as the all network devices, like PCs and so on, and it will be a centralized service like working place outsourcing or working place support management and so on. So about the managed print services market overview, Gartner is doing the reports every year, and we are analyzing which companies are working in managed print services environment. So Xerox is one of the leaders every time with the biggest market share, and we are happy that we decided to work with Xerox and to implement Xerox know-how in our provided services. And this slide we get every year, and every year it is quite similar. There are several market leaders which are not losing their positions. So it is actually Xerox, followed by Lexmark and HP. And this is the main providers for managed print services in the world, actually. So today, what we have today, all the information, digital information, it's moving to the cloud. And all devices are getting connected to the cloud. So the challenge for printing equipment manufacturers, it is also the same, how to be and to come to the cloud. And it means that our equipment also has to be in the cloud, and it has to be reachable from the cloud. It means that we have to be able easily and convenient to input to the cloud. It means scan or print from mobile devices or from remote devices. So customer values, which provided by managed print services. So first, like I mentioned, it's cost control. It is the obvious value which is very easy to measure. So the companies implementing managed print services saving around 20 to 30% of their printing costs. And this is a good argument to start doing it. But now we have different challenges which we are facing. So it's document security. A lot of companies are asking about document security, how to secure, how to track, how to see what is printed, how to be sure that the information is not leaking from the company and information is safe. Also mobile printing, it's a new trending technology which is interesting for a lot of people. We every day have these PDAs or tablet PCs, iPads and so on, and it's becoming a need to print from them. So we need the technologies which would allow to print from mobile devices. And also proactive monitoring and management. It's more related with AT servicing, that companies don't want to have these services reactive. That okay, something is breaking up, when something is somebody faces a problem that equipment does not work, and when you have to call a service, when the service sends the technician. So now the trend is that service monitoring has to be proactive and remote. So Xerox created 3 service portfolios. It means that it cannot be that one service fits all. So we have 3 levels of ideas of the services. One of them, it's very simple. It's called Xerox Remote Print Services, and it's mainly related with the Xerox equipment. Here we have a managing of Xerox devices. Another service which is more common in our organization, it's printing services of all fleet. It means that we are providing the service despite the brand name and the equipment, and we are focusing on the customer's print environment, current environment, and all devices what we have. And enterprise print services, it's more related with process integration. It means help desk integration in the customer's environment, scanning, and so on. So this is the same 3 services with a little bit more details. What challenges the customers has. So first, if we have Xerox print services, so we are talking about mainly Xerox devices. And the main challenge is that supplies should be available anytime when device runs. So for this, we have automated supplies delivery and replenishments. It means that the customer would not run out of the stock of the toner or cartridge. Ensuring that devices are available when needed. So it means that we need to monitor device and get alerts when devices are not available and to fix them. Process for collecting and reporting the usage. So this is also device monitoring and automatic meter reads when the customer gets reports every month with all the information what happens with his fleet. And understanding of current printer inventory. It's also the monitoring, and it is very strange because if we talk about a normal organization in Baltics, big organization, and normally we don't know how many printers we have and how much we print, how much does it cost, and how it is bought or serviced. If we are talking about all office print fleet management, we are talking about challenges that, first of all, we need to understand the fleet understand. It means that we need to analyze, audit, and to collect information, what is happening in customer's environment, and afterwards optimize this multi-vendor fleet, which is normally multi-vendor, and to provide support for this multi-vendor fleet. So the customer has the value that he gets optimized fleet. He gets single break-fix provider, automated supplies replenishment, and also consolidated invoices, billing, and ongoing reporting. And if we are talking about the third level, it's more related with, again, some processes, for example, secure printing, how to print secure with cards identification, and so on. So this is the slide which I mentioned in the beginning about the market survey, which we done in Baltics. Yeah, it was done in Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. It was for top 200 companies by the size. And I took one slide about openness for IT innovation. And what we see here that Estonians is the country in Baltic which is mostly open for the innovations in IT environment. And remark was that, yes, if you want to sell to Estonian, you have to tell him that you will be the first who has it. And if you want to sell to Lithuanian, you have to say that everybody has it already. So that's why we decided to include some slides about the new technologies which you would be the first to have. So first of it, it's Connect Key. It's a new platform in the Xerox devices. And what it do, so actually it's a new platform which made a simple multifunctional machine to the smart device. It means that we have operating system which is also easy to use, like a smart device, and it's possible to add with different applications, apps, and so on. And of course, with this new platform, we get new possibilities for productivity. For example, we have a common user interface. Now, it's normal that every machine has a different user interface. We say that it's common, and it's really common because here we can fully customize it and to make on organization level the same. Also, remote control panel. It helps for the users and for the service, because the service can connect and monitor the equipment. It can connect to the control panel of the equipment, and it can help online while talking with the customer, and like remote desktop actually. You can take over the control of the machine and show, teach, or help the user to use the machine. Security, of course, these challenges when we have the machine in the network with the open platform, we need to have secure. It means that machine already has antivirus software. What's happening in the printing? Never been before. And document security, that all the documents are encrypted. Of course, this is not very new situation. Also, we have cost control and user permissions, that every user can have his own interface, and it can be really customizable by the user. User can have his own workflows after the identification. And SharePoint, for example, we can scan directly to the SharePoint. This value, sorry, I talked, but Connect Key platform lets us have a proactive monitoring, which is really possible to integrate into help desk and to see the devices at real state and to manage them remotely. Here is some short movie. I like movies today. Common situation in the office.
Oh,
Not
hey,
now,
I need
but-
these scanned by the end of the day, okay?
Sure, no problem, boss.
Thanks.
Knock, knock.
Hi.
Hey, boss needs these scanned by the end of the day.
Oh, what? It's already 4.
I know.
Ooh, new guy. I believe in giving newer staff opportunities. Hey, new guy.
Hi.
I need these scanned by the end of the day.
Sure, no problem.
Great.
Hi, Julie. I got a ton of scanning to do, and I haven't done that yet. Can you call up the Work Center 7855 and walk me through it?
Absolutely, I'm accessing it right now.
We just got a new Xerox Connect Key MFP. It has a remote control panel. So our support person can access the printer remotely from her desktop and show me how to do things while I'm at the printer.
Hey, new guy. Need some help?
No thanks, I'm good. Julie's showing me how to scan, see?
How's she doing that?
Connect Key. Didn't you learn that in training?
Training. I can figure things out for myself. Eventually.
Last week, Julie used the remote control panel to show me how to add an email address at the front panel and save it as a favorite. She could even fix things remotely if necessary. And if she's not around, I can get online help right on the front panel. It's not bad being the new guy when you get the support you need to get things done. All done. I scan these right to the accounting folder in SharePoint. Let me know if you need anything else.
Oh, thanks, new guy.
Anytime. It's good to know Connect Key technology is always there working. Kind of like Bob. Night, Bob.
Yeah, night. Hi, Julie. Yeah, I have some scanning to do.
Okay, so I thought that it's very useful because it's very easy to understand what it is doing. Next slide is about some features of safe printing. So we have a safe queue system which allows us to have secure printing. It means that every user can have a locked machine and he can unlock it with the ID card and have his prints out on any machine. Mobile printing, what we have for mobile printing, so we have solutions for Apple, how to print from iOS devices, or also Xerox mobile print solution, which is working via email, that you have just to send a document by the certain email for the machine, and you get the code, access code. You input the access code into machine, and you get your print out. And also new app for Connect Key platform. It's OptimiDoc, and it's mainly for the scanning purposes. It's a really very nice and good tool to manage your scanning workflows, because it can be integrated with different access rights. So it means that you can have access rights on the panel, or if you are using ID card identification, so it will see you. And you can have multiple workflows for your own use. It means that every user can have different ones. And what is very important, that you can have all metadata input into the next to the document by the machine. You don't need to scan to your PC when they input additional metadata and to when to save in some document system. It means that you can fully customize it for all your devices. That it's central architecture, and you can have the same on different devices in all organization. So here is the short process. First of all, you authenticate. Next to the equipment, you can authenticate by the PIN, by just picking yourself from the list, or with the ID card. You select your workflow according to your access rights, and then you are guided through the parameters which you need to fill in order to get to fulfill this workflow. For example, if you are scanning the contract, maybe you need to input the contract number or so on. So there is also some information which can be obligatory or not obligatory. And that's all. And the document is going to the repository with needed format and needed metadata. And it is done. So it's very easy MFP integration to have for scanning. That's all I have, 1 minute left. So summarizing, we having different managed print service values, which we can get in implementing or using managed print services. So more time to focus on the core business. That means that we are reducing the IT support stuff, time spent on supporting the print devices at the customer place. Cost control, we are reducing or controlling the costs. We have new print policies and strategy, and also document security. It is simple. That's all. If you have questions, maybe we can have it now, or we will be here at the Xerox booth. Now we'll be. My flight was cancelled today, so we came just 2 minutes before the presentation. So I don't know, but we have the booth, so. So if something, let's talk. So thank you.